What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Today we decide if we want to go to Blue Basilica or Patia, the secluded land. Now, I mentioned in the previous episode how the whole scene progression kind of works, at least, in basic terms, last time around. But today I've got something a little bit more specific that I want to talk about, pertaining to the choice between these two missions. So if you go to Patia, there's actually a character here that is able to be recruited by the name of Karth. And he is a Black Knight who I hear is actually very strong. The problem with Karth is if you don't go to Patia right now, I believe you can't recruit him. Similar to how way back when we made the choice between Vare Plateau, Capitrum, and Tremos Mountains, if you don't go to Tremos Mountains the first time around, even though you can go there eventually, you can't recruit Paul. So with Karth, I'm fairly certain that if you don't go there right now, you can't recruit him. However, in order to recruit Karth, you also need to have not recruited any of the Zenobians, and you need to have a low chaos rank. Very similar to recruiting Beast. So if you recruit a Beast, you can probably recruit Paul. Or you can probably recruit Karth. So that's not something I can do with the story path that I chose, so I will not be going to Patia right now. Also, there's a very good reason that I want to go to Blue Basilica, and that will become apparent once I have cleared the mission. I don't believe there's any restricting factor saying that you need to go to Blue Basilica right now in order to, but I think if you go to Patia, you have to wait a little bit longer. So whatever the case is, it's pretty clear that Blue Basilica is where I want to go. And despite what the scene may have you think, it is not because I am insane. Although that may well be the case anyways. Says the king with the infernal aura. What's with the dimming light? What's going on? Oh, it's those green dudes. The like angled heads. Oh, Emil. What are you doing here? Yo, they like... Well, they teleport, but that's actually not that special. Everything in this game teleports. Prince Emil has returned. Oh. The power. I have the power! So it all comes out. Well, actually, you'll probably do this already. Dude, the thing didn't even move. Knights of Danica, huh? So Emil kinda turned into something of a badass. You know, this map actually looks a lot like Mylesia, now that I think of it. Our scouts have seen enemy scouts. Did the enemy scouts see our scouts? Well, okay, so we're not really sure who we're fighting. That's fine. We'll just slaughter them all anyways. They've all been united under the banner of darkness. Or perhaps not quite so dramatic. But you never know. Now, the important question is... Oh, the shop isn't at the headquarters. That's not fair. Where is it? Clamona. Way the heck over there. Okay. Well, I guess we're not, buying stuff before we dispatch our troops. Now, I believe with this mission, the primary enemy force is all located kind of in this area, which kind of makes sense because that's where all the towns are. But down this southern path, I believe it's fairly barren, except for apparently these guys. I could, of course, also be completely wrong, but yeah, you know, things and stuff. So neutral. Lawful and lawful. Or not neutral, but leaning chaotic. I wonder if I can nab that with Destin. Maybe if I switch the leader. Gilbert? Nah, whatever. I'm just going to send... Margaret's still neutral, isn't she? No. Well, whatever. Some Destin down there. And let's send... yeah, whatever. Let's send Margaret to back him up. It's not the best backup ever, but backup is backup. It's just kind of there if you need it. And let's send our Seraphs out to do their sneaking about as usual. Let's go like this. I think the Seraphs actually, for whatever reason, actually have the ability to like see farther than normal other units do as well. I don't know if it's Seraph specifically or if it's like flying units in general or what, but kill, 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 kill. You know you've only got 4 guys there, right? And that Satros is in the back row, like... That's basically like having a Black Knight in the back row. It's kind of a waste. Although I guess it would be better still than having a knight in the back row. Though not by much. Thinking about using a Pedra, but I don't feel like wasting it. If for no other reason than by this point in the game, geez, 172 damage? Anyways, as I was saying, by this point in the game, enemy... Why did I say enemy? Pedra animations are actually almost like longer than is worth witnessing. Like, The animations are long and the damage is kind of low, so yeah. Let's have Europia lead the charge that way. Let's take a look at this unit. Goblins. I should just take a look at a bunch of units. Labras. Golems. Okay, well most of those units are actually kind of terrible. Okay, let's try switching the leader to Gilbert, since I think that's my only real chance of actually liberating that southern stronghold. I already sent Europia out over there, so let's send Magnus. And Orwell. And Fidach. And last but pretty much least, Barium. I should have taken a look at what this Hawkman's formation was like. Oh well. Ah. Ooh. Triple Jihad is perhaps not the most ideal setup for this unit. As in fact is somewhat pathetic. To the point that I have to wonder if I'm actually going to win this fight. Can't split the damage much more evenly than that. Okay, well, I won. I didn't really kill anything. And he's healing. Let us go with a field pause. I'll never understand the appeal of having 3 Dragon Masters and 1 Master Dragon. It seems like such a waste. Well, I mean, even just to have 3 Dragon Masters, period. Like, the Dragon Masters are not very good at straight up combat, and having extra Dragon Masters does not give your dragon a bigger damage boost than just have the one that's the leader. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really expect enemy units to be as optimized as a player-created unit, but still. These things bug me. Level up! Go Destin! Or, I guess, Gilbert. For now, for now, anyways. Let's go like that. And give it another shot. How much healing are you getting? My front row one on the right should have been on the left, but I guess it's probably not going to end up mattering. It's really easy to underestimate how much damage these things can do with their normal pierce attack. By these things, I mean Seraphs, by the way. I mean, the Pierce attack is just so plain compared to Banish and Jihad, but it's actually surprisingly powerful. Sword Emblem. It's been a while since I saw one of those. Let's go back to base now. What do you know? It actually worked. And I shall immediately change leader back to Destin. Okay, let's have Margaret. Clean things up down here while Destin awaits our Knight Templar friend coming in from the west. I would like to actually have our Aqua go in for that stronghold, but I just don't feel like she's in good enough shape. Oh, you stupid Beastmasters. Why do you always gotta take just a slightly different route from everyone else? Just cause so many problems. Why you no hit Griffin? Stupid paladin. I might as well use Pedro with Earth. I don't know if it actually matters which one you choose, honestly. The damage the Pedras do just seems to be so random that I honestly can't say. But whatever the case may be, the damage from that seems to have enabled my guys to finish off that unit, so works for me. Yay, useless items! Okay, now I can join the march back that way. But I am going to leave it here for today on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Catch you later.